It'll be upgraded, as Camilla to break the royal tradition that the Queen loved, to join the King to modernize the monarchy. During Monday's funeral processions, Queen Elizabeth II's faithful ladies-in-waiting could be seen paying their final marks of respect to the late monarch, as they had arrived at her funeral wearing black dresses and hats. As the loyal group of women were not just members of staff to Her Majesty, but some her closest companions and friends, having stayed by her side for many decades. However, the tradition of the royal woman having the ladies-in-waiting, a role which was close to Queen Elizabeth's heart, will likely be abandoned by Camilla as she takes on the role of Queen Consort. Following Her Majesty's death, it is expected that the couple of the ladies-in-waiting will soon retire, as they are well into their 80s, but they had wanted to stay serving Queen Elizabeth II to the very end. As Camilla had adapted to a new role as Queen Consort, it seems that the former Duchess of Cornwall will do things differently to her mother-in-law, as a part of moving to modernize the monarchy following the accession of King Charles III. However, even as Duchess of Cornwall, Camilla did not use the lady-in-waiting, while Camilla's secretary, Angelina MacManus, had filled the role of lady-in-waiting, as she wasn't officially named. Madeleine Koenig, a historian who has spent several years researching the royal family, had said that there are some positions that may no longer be filled. According to Ms. Koenig, Queen Elizabeth had appointed 9 ladies-in-waiting from 1953 to 2017, as they have mostly been women from aristocratic families, and now they are all pretty old ladies, and the mistress of the robes, Fortune Fitzroy, Dowager Duchess of Grafton, had died, and Queen Elizabeth had never replaced her. As the expert had questioned, is it needed anymore if you're modernizing the monarchy? As some of these historic roles have been around for 400 to 600 years, so is the purpose just symbolic? In addition, Camilla has been accused of planning to run away from the royal life when her close friend had addressed her plans for the Ray Mill house in Gloucestershire and how she intends to keep the abode, despite her husband inheriting 4 residences. As Ray Mill is the only place where she can literally and metaphorically kick off her shoes and spend time with family and friends in a really informal setting, as it's an escape from the royal life, and it will be treasured even more greatly now, the Pell had revealed. As the late monarch's funeral was an emotional period for members of the royal family, who was seen expressing their grief throughout the whole day, as King Charles III, Queen Camilla, Prince George of Wales, Kate Middleton, and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, among others, had expressed their heartache at the family's tragic loss. And after the Queen's funeral, the King and Queen Consort Camilla had flew to Scotland to grieve in a private, while he continued to carry out the constitutional duties as the new British monarch.